When in doubt, fuck everything and run! Can't believe that worked. I mean, of course it worked. I had total faith in myself. It was all part of the grand design all along. I'm so happy about all these crusty, rusty service and surgery facilities going on there. Oh, balls. There's a lot of dudes. A lot of armed and most likely very angry dudes as well.
You brought the kid all the way from Pittsburgh. That's all I know. Marlene insisted on pushing him myself.
Fuck you, you saw nothing. Not your people see you see nothing. Joel is ninja. Speaking of which, a smoke bomb wouldn't have gone amiss here, would it really? Too bad I already used up all my smoke bombs. Which I'm kind of annoyed that I lost the footage. I'm assuming I probably did. But when I actually used that smoke bomb, that's pretty cool. Smoke bomb went down, I went in, I hand-to-hand 3 guys, they go down. The smoke clears, only Joel is standing. And I now have a machine gun. Kind of disappointed I lost that. And again, my Porsche is... Well, I may have mentioned before, it's slowly dying, but... When it comes to like lengthier play sessions, it's definitely just dying. Oh fuck. Hey gentlemen, how's it going? Nothing to see here? Run! Run! Everybody run! Nah, you fools! See that? They thought they had me. They didn't have shit. They had no clue what was going on. They seemed mighty angry about me doing that though, so you know. Probably a good idea to get the fuck out of here, really. Nothing in here. Let's try this room. Yep, seems like the thing to do. You motherfuckers. Right. Check there's no one following me or anything. And then...
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
Don't mind if I join in, you gentlemen. But we're going to explore some brains. Thought I'd help, you know?
This is our future. Don't come any closer.
Yeah, fuck you.
No!
Fuck you. There, you're gonna cut my wench, were you? Here. Take some of that. Yeah, you're coming with me, kiddo. We're out of here.
I got you. Oh shit.
You know what thought suddenly occurs, actually? If Ellie's carrying... Oh, piss. Oh, piss. No, no, no. Last time I ran from danger carrying a little girl, it did not end well. Oh, it's come full circle again, hasn't it? Oh, fuck, not again, not again, not again, not again. No, 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 no. Fuck off, no. This is not ending the same way twice. I'm not having the military shoot my kid for a second time. Fuck that.
We're okay. We're okay.
The music and the fact that Joel clearly doesn't have the fucking clue what he's doing doesn't fill me with confidence here.
I said get back!
Fuck, no, no, no. What the fuck are you doing? You can't shoot at me. I'm carrying the last hope for humanity here, right? I suppose technically as long as they don't blow her brain apart, they don't need the rest of her. Oh, fuck. Fuck, how are we even going to get out of this, Joel? We should have an entire army following us. Please tell me you planned this at least somewhat. Cutscene doesn't bode well. Hit the emergency stop so they can't come straight down. Good plan, good plan.
Can't save her.
Son of a bitch.
Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't very
You really don't want to mention that.
That's what she'd want. You know it.
She's a kid. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Look. You can still do the right
She's
thing.
operating from a position of guilt over the things that she's done to survive.
She won't feel anything.
Do you actually get a choice in the matter, or... Are you what, fucking with me? I don't buy for a moment you really left her there, Joel. I'll be pissed if you did. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Who?
wearing?
Way to go, Joel. Thank you.
Still wearing off.
Okay, yeah.
What happened?
Didn't think it had happened, but I was still worried for a second there.
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done 'em a damn bit of good, neither. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure.
Well, they can't look if they're dead, that's for certain.
I'm taking us home.
Still the unresolved issues of her guilt, mate. It's going to be a rosy trip. And clearly the kid thought that at least if she turned out to be the savior of mankind, that'd justify what she'd done to some of the other members of our species, but...
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Boom goes the dynamite. I admire your resolve, Joel, old boy. You made the right choice as well. Yeah. As I was trying to say earlier, thought occurs that if Ellie's immunity is a result of the mutation of the cordyceps inside her, not something about her herself, then presumably anyone she was to pass her infection on to would also therefore become immune, surely. If it's the cordyceps itself that is mutated.
Should be a straight shot through here.
Alright.
It's not something that's unique to her. It's not her making it change, it is changed. Anything it carried on spawning, its own genetic offspring, would be the same as it, in its now changed state.
Here. I got it.
Mutated. So in fact, Ellie could still be the cure. She'd have to pass it on one person at a time, but through bites or kisses or whatever the fuck, but yeah.
I don't think I ever told you, but
Oh, Joel is not that fast. I know that for a fact.
I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
Subtitle drop.
Down there.
So we're all out in the open with this now. Yeah?
Just a little bit further now.
You all acknowledge that you definitely think of her as your daughter. She's still clearly got the aforementioned survivor's guilt and whatnot going on, and now that her infection doesn't have a reason, quote unquote,
There. I got you.
she's got issues about that as well. Overall, I still think you're in a better position though, kid.
All right, come on.
Got a stable family, you're gonna live in a stable community.
Hey, wait.
You'll get through this.
Back in Boston,
Yeah?
back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too.
Yeah, I see where this is going.
We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear
Belle,
to
but it's-
me.
Yeah, you took away her reason to survive, Joel.
Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Okay, right, yes. Intense ending. Fuck, man. Yeah. Okay, I know I normally break and I do the end of game review afterward, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it now. What should we start? We'll start with the negative, shall we? So I can end on a positive. But, negatives. Combat in general, kind of clunky, kind of awkward. The fact that you often get given the stealth option, but are then forced out of it is kind of annoying. I'd prefer it if it was possible to sneak past all the fights. I think the idea of combat as necessary in games is a rather outmoded one. Some better ideas of what I'm generally rambling about on the frictional blogspot post, the guys who made Amnesia and whatnot. They talk a lot about the idea of removing combat from games and how it can sort of end up freeing you for do a lot more basically with your story and so on and so forth. Also enables more playstyles. It's always good. Big way of engaging your audience is making it so they can play the game the way they want to, so they can project themselves better into it, but again, this isn't the place for me to go into that. Luckily there was no contrast between gameplay and story. You're playing as a hardened survivor or a little girl desperate not to be killed, in various parts of the story, so it makes sense that you would kill without remorse or hesitation in all circumstances, so that's an impact. Don't have the Tomb Raider thing going on, basically. Negatives. The AI response to breaking of stealth. I still don't like the fact that enemies that it's been shown don't have a very big hearing range. Can be all sent into alert mode by one of them being sent into alert mode. The fact that it's pack activated. One guy finds out where you are, all of his mates instantly know as well. That I don't like, especially when not everyone has the radio thing like the Fireflies did at the end. That would make sense for them. But not in general, though. Also the fact that the bow and arrow has a damage multiplier, depending on whether you're currently in cover or out of cover. An arrow through the face should kill you, regardless of whether you knew there was someone with a bow and arrow out there or not. Positive, so story was bloody excellent. It's a romping tale of survivor's guilt and looking for an excuse to live in a world gone to shit. There's a lot in there about the selfishness of human nature versus altruism. The big final decision that Joel makes, to basically, essentially doom the human race. Well, not necessarily doom, but certainly remove an easy way out, per se. It's not really an easy way out. I mean, if you make the remaining folk immune, you've still got, 3/4 of the Earth's population are still rabid zombies? And they can still kill you just by ripping your throat out. Just means that no one else is going to become a zombie. It doesn't solve any of the rest of the problems, the hunters and all the rest of it. They show there's problems out there that can't be solved like that, It doesn't matter how many people you make immune. What you're doing is creating a stable population. A stable population that has already proven they can and will be assholes to each other. Especially in the harsh environment that they're currently in. The cure doesn't solve the zombie problem. It just stops it from growing, in theory. So yeah, ultimately I'd say John made the right choice. He found a safe place for him and his now daughter. And yeah, we've seen things like the giraffes. There is still beauty and wonder to be had even in this very dangerous world. She can and will have, not exactly a normal per se, but normal is relative of course, but she will have a nice environment surrounded by security and people who love her. And that's better than having your brain carved up like a Christmas turkey to preserve a bunch of assholes, to be quite frank. It's a bit of a twist on the I Am Legend, last man alive kind of deal. Because this cure doesn't... Again, I'm retreading ground, but this cure doesn't cure people who are already infected. It just prevents people who aren't currently infected from becoming infected, so... yeah. Overall, damn good game. It fell into a couple of the usual traps. People getting over-reliant on combat towards the end. I mean, I suppose it would have technically been possible for me to stealth my way past everybody. But at the end it would have been very, very complicated and very unlikely. Especially with the machine guns that take very little time to actually kill you. There were a couple of sections at the end I managed to sneak past people without even realising what I was doing, so, it can be done. Just not easily. So I'm of two minds about that. If you make direct combat the easier choice, because you're assuming that's what people will want to do, I don't know. In theory, stealth should be the easier option, It's easier to sneak past the heavily armed people than to engage them head on. That doesn't seem to have been the design philosophy they went with, though. It makes sense if you look at stuff like Jak and Daxter, and their other series are all very much about the combat and the conflict. Just think it sort of got in the way of bits and pieces. Obviously the game is very, very linear, because they're trying to tell a very tight, very specific story. You can't really do that if your player is off exploring random bits of wilderness when you want them to be in the heart of the city dealing with a vast moral conflict kind of deal. Thankfully the story is good enough that you want to keep going in the direction they point you to find out more of it. So that sort of overcomes it, but there are occasions where you really do notice the linearity. Especially when you're trying to move your way around problems, but your only path is straight through them kind of deal. Other things, the AI wasn't quite as responsive as it was made out to be. Although it was true that people who saw you holding one of their friends with a gun to his head would back off. Well, at least they wouldn't attack you, but they wouldn't leave you alone either. Also, pointing a gun at somebody who was unarmed would not stop him charging blindly at you. Again, I'm pretty sure that it was hinted that in that sort of situation, people would stop and reconsider. I only saw one instance of that. Where, during the Hunter section, where I completely accidentally disarmed one guy, and he sat on the floor cowering rather than attacking me, as long as I had my gun pointed at him. That's the only time that actually happened, though. And at the time, he was the only guy left, and I wasn't in the mood to be generous with, the letting people live, so... I don't know, Overall, though, still pretty good. It's a flawed gem, shall we say. Excellent story, but the gameplay needs a lot of polish, and there's a lot of bugs. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time, yeah? Bye-bye now.